What up, what up, what up, everybody? How's everybody doing? It's Fabio here and just getting ready. Buonasera a tutti. We got a big game coming tonight. Milan, Juventus, live from Los Angeles, California, or this is Carson, California, I believe. It's going to be in a smaller stadium tonight. Gio is live on location, man. So we're here just to get everything ready, man, because it's exciting, man. We on our second game. Oh, I'm not alone. Let me get him in here. Frankie, buonasera, Frankie. What's going on?
What's going on?
Oh, man, I'm hyped, man. I'm hyped. I know it's not real regular season yet, but Milan Juve doesn't get any better, baby. Let's go.
It's like waiting an eternity for this game.
But you know what? I'm excited, Frankie, because the rumors, I don't know if they've dropped the official lineup just yet, but it seems like we're going to get probably the best looking lineup that maybe we could expect come season time. So I'm interested in it. It looks like Juve is not going to bring out any slouch lineup either. So we'll see what our team is at the moment.
We're playing a 4-3-3.
I believe so. We got Pulisic on the right side today. Leao with Giroud up top. That's, again, I'm not 100%, but it looked like they were going to go, of course, load Krunic with leftist cheek or left ass cheek, as Pepe likes to call him, and then of course Reindeers. It looks like a solid midfield. We're gonna have to deal with Krunic unless we pick up anybody else. But anybody you're hoping to see, or maybe it's Pulisic on the right side?
Yeah, I mean, him definitely. But my question is now that we got Chukwueze, where does Pulisic fit in now if we play a 4-3-3?
I think this is just a test to see how much we can actually get with Pulisic on the right side. At least that we know when Chukwueze is not there, we can play Pulisic on that side. But I'm under the clear impression that Pulisic is here to start. So if it's not on the right side, because now we have a solid right winger, that means he's going to be playing the cam. So we're going to just keep trying this 4-3-3 to see if we can adapt to that style and play. Otherwise, we're going back to the 4-2-3-1, which of course, hey, my Vincenzo, hey, my uncle Vincenzo's in the house. Ciao, Vincenzo. Tonight we're not friends. I know you're rooting for you, Vincenzo. But I mean, the lineup at the back is probably exactly the same that you'd expect. Teo, Mori, Chow, and Calabria. And then, of course, Mike is in the back. So I think this is good, man, honestly.
Yeah, I'm excited. I want to see Reindeers, whatever his name is, that guy.
Reindeers or something. We'll get it eventually.
Yeah, I mean, because he came in for like 20 minutes the last game. Really didn't see much from him, so I want to see him. Loftus Cheek, I thought he was pretty decent the first game. So I want to see him play more. He's like a tank, that guy, man. So if he can, as long as he can stay healthy, that's the thing too. These guys, him, Pulisic, they're, injury prone. So.
No, of course. And this is Milan. We always have to worry about injuries. But it's nice. It's nice to see midfielders that are not like, 5'4", 5'5", trying to battle with people, right?
Yes. We're getting more physical, definitely bigger players. So I like that, For me, who's your favorite signing for this?
I mean, do I got to fucking say it? I'm a homer. It's Pulisic. I love him. And plus, he's like, he had this mentality. They wanted me, and this is where I wanted to come. And he they didn't force his way, but the way Chukwueze said, as soon as he heard Milan, it's nice when these players are still have that pull and that desire to come play for Milan because of our history. And obviously, we don't need to get into it, for the love of God. How many times we're gonna have to mention Maldini and June, how bad it was, but it looks like the team has stayed the course. It looks like we actually have weathered the storm, picked up good people. Could be actually something really good happening this year. So sorry to be bipolar to the fans out there, but I hated Cardinale for about 3 or 4 weeks.
Oh, I know. Yeah, we saw it.
But the tide is turned for me. I don't know. How do you feel?
We got to get rid of some dead weight. The Rebic, Origi, hopefully Macias. I don't know, some of these guys.
But Macias injured himself into staying, I think.
I know, exactly. But I'm a little concerned with the defense. We got rid of Gabbia. Simon Kjær is, he's getting up there. He's lost a step or two. So we have Tomori. We have Kalulu. We have
Chow.
Chow. We need another center back. We need some. I don't know. We need to pull somebody out from the French league or whatever.
That's where they love to go shopping, my man. That's
for,
where they love
for
it.
5-6 million, whatever, and turn them into a $30 million gem or something.
Well, I mean, listen, they can't give the defenders any more. Because Maldini was scouting them. Maldini had the eye. So all right, let's see. Moncada definitely can find some gems out there. Maybe Kalulu reverts back to being a strong center back, and we can use him as our third guy, because I think Kier as a fourth or fifth option, we can get behind that. But if Kier has to be the third guy and he has to be the one that we have to rely on in a Champions League game, I hope he gets more informed later in the year. But what we saw is that, I know it's a minor thing, because Champions League, regular season, you have a different tenacity. You'll take a foul, you'll give a foul, it'll be way more physical. But to get embarrassed against Vinny Jr. just tells you, like,
that was
man,
that was bad. I mean, he got burnt. And look, like Malik Chow, he's still new. He didn't play a full season last year. We're gambling on him too. Like, is he going to be our starter? That's it. Him and Tomori, I guess. I mean, so.
I know. If you ask Gio would tell you he's so sold on Chow. He's like, this is the next coming. Like,
I mean,
Tomori's been looked over already.
He's got a lot of potential. He really does. He's big, he's physical, and stuff like that. But he lacks experience, and so does Kalulu too. He's still very young. So, Simon Kjær, he has the experience, but he's getting too old. Tomori's can be hot or cold. He could be on it, or he could just be awful. So
he broke even last game.
Yeah,
got a goal, gave a goal. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So, and then we need a backup for Theo Hernandez. If we're getting rid of Balotelli, and then you got two broken right backs. Calabria and Florenzi. So
and we're seeing Florenzi a lot more often on the left side as the backup for Theo for the time being.
Right, because there's nobody else.
There's nobody else. I don't really like that idea either. But
I mean, Kalulu can play the right. He could play the right way, right back.
I think some would say that's his better position. You know what I mean? So maybe he should be the one pushing Calabria to be better. But I don't know. I think defensively, I hear what you're saying. Like one or two, like at least one younger, stronger center back to be added to our depth would be nice. Simic looked pretty good, man, the last game. I mean, again, it was the B squad of Real Madrid, but those are some impressive guys on the B squad still,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we played well the first half. I mean, against their B squad. I mean, we didn't have our first squad out there. We had, we had a lot of we had Romero. Well, not he didn't even start.
I'd say just Pulisic, left his cheek, and what's it called? Tomori. Everybody else were backups.
Yeah,
so
we had Colombo in there. We had so I mean, what do you think about Colombo now? You want him to be the third guy?
Not the third guy. I think that's a waste of his time. Honestly, he's going to get hardly any time now with Okafor. I would honestly try to get him on a loan, and then hopefully he plays really well this year, that you can sell him for a profit. And they were talking about this on the show last night. If you get offered like 15, 16 million for Krunic, are you giving him up?
No. Me, no.
No? I know, it's a tough one, man. They bought him for 8, so this is a double on their profit. You know what I mean?
Totally understand that, but we need depth in the midfield too, because Krunic is one of the only guys that doesn't get hurt. Really.
Very true. That was one of my things about Tonali.
He's very durable. Very durable. So, we don't know if Loftus-Cheek is not going to get hurt, or Reindeers, or we don't even have Benacer till January, February, whenever. So for depth, and he's got experience, and he's not young. What is he, 25, 26 now?
Yeah, something like that.
So, he's the utility guy. Like, he could play shortstop, he could play left field, he could play, So.
Buonasera, Mark. No, listen, I don't think it's a great idea if you can take the 16 mil and you're going to buy Musa anyway from 20 mil and use that 16 mil to invest in another midfielder. Like, look, like on a good day with everybody there, Krunic is a 4th or 5th option. to
Okay.
make
Right.
to make a significant profit off your fourth or fifth option. I think that's a pretty for them. They have to do small deals like this to bolster the squad.
What was our biggest issue last year?
I mean, we had a lot.
I mean, there was a lot. But, okay, we didn't have any depth, right?
No,
injuries, everything.
No right wing, no Cam. We had nothing.
For me personally, we need 5 midfielders. You got Loftus-Cheek, you got Reindeers, you got Krunic. We're gonna get Benacer back.
We're not going to get rid of Pobega, I think, because he's pretty solid. He's had a solid, and plus, unless they make a good, this is the real question right here. I just think like they're going to get either rid of Pobega and keep Krunic, or get rid of Krunic and keep Pobega. Musa's not so sure yet, but he seems to want Milan a lot. But this question's been popping up a lot. I know it's not necessarily topical right now because they're kind of pitching it out there as, a winter sale. But would you sell Benacer if something came in like 50 mil?
That was going to be my next thing. That's why I say keep Krunic, keep Pobega, have Loftus-Cheek, have Reindeers. See how these guys all do the first half of the season. If that 50, 60 million offer comes from Saudi Arabia for Benacer, unfortunately, he's going to go and then reinvest that into the midfield. Go buy another midfielder or two.
Buy another 2, maybe 3.
Yeah, you could even sell a Krunic or Pobega, or whatever you got to do. But, I mean, Krunic, what we're getting out of him. You know what I mean?
I think because he's so versatile and Pioli really has a hard-on for him, I don't think he would go anywhere.
Yeah, and we can't have the entire team completely brand new. You know what I mean? You got to have some people that, know the system and everything. And we just, so.
Yeah, very true. They got another question. I want to get your opinion on it. What's happening with CDK and Adley? Now, obviously, CDK has been getting a lot of press. He looks happier. He's making a little header. He won the penalty kicks. I don't know why that even matters. Even chipped the goalkeeper, like a little cheeky there. CDK.
He did a little cucayo.
I mean, is this the turning of the tide for the kid this year? What do you think is going to happen?
Well, he got a new haircut. That's the first thing. So he looks better. He doesn't look like a dopey little, 16-year-old anymore. So I give him that. But it's going to be tough. I think if he has – it's a gamble. Again, you play him again, he has a terrible year, we're going to have no value for the kid. But if he if he plays and he produces and helps the team, it's a win. It's like an additional signing because he was non-existent last year. You know what I mean?
True.
He's non-existent. So it would be like having 8 signings, an extra signing already, if he even does half of what he did last year. You know what I mean?
No, he can't do half. How's he going to do half of assist?
Doubles
it? No, I need more than double, Frankie. I need more than double. I need like a quadruple, 6 times, 10 times. We paid $35 million for this guy. He gave us 1 assist last year. Right, I don't know where he's getting time.
7 goals, 6-7 assists. How about that? Would you take that?
On a heartbeat, bro. On a heartbeat.
Even 5 goals, 7 assists. I think. Whatever.
That's double-digit goal contributions. If he does that, we're winning the Scudetto. All right, I'll believe it.
100%. So,
but you know what? You know what I like too, Frankie. In regards to CDK, I'm not one to keep him. I think the ship has sailed. I mean, but I love being wrong. If you're gonna keep him, where are you playing him? How often are you playing him? Does he have the spark to go in there and change the game? What you can't deny is that when players like Leao and Pulisic are on the ball, they're trying to do something. They're attacking. They have an idea. They are going to test the limits of the defenders.
He's like a pussy when he has the ball.
Exactly. He's slippery, all right? He doesn't know what he's doing out there. He stinks. He doesn't have it, all right? For some reason, when he played in Bruges and he didn't have those expectations on his shoulders like he did coming in as the big signing for Milan, he was able to thrive. He played well against PSG in the Champions League. But comes to Milan, can't replicate any of that success.
Listen, this year, if he does stay, a lot less pressure is going to be on him because
for sure.
everybody's going to be expecting Pulisic, Chukwueze, Okafor, all these guys that we just signed to be doing all the damage. So
damn, isn't it nice? It's nice to say all these guys we got, and then the guys we wanted in the transfer window. Unbelievable.
Listen, I've been saying for like 2 years. I don't know if you know Derek from the chat.
Yes, of course,
yeah,
of course. Derek's awesome.
I've been saying I wanted Hakim Ziyech for 2 years.
Oh my God, we dodged the bullet.
He's been, yeah, but he's been sitting on Chelsea's bench for 2-3 years. I said this guy's rotting away, and he did well in the World Cup.
He did. But the last piece of news on Ziyech that we got was that him wanting to sign for the Saudi Arabian team, and they denied it because of the medical something with his knee. And he tried to post something like, "What's wrong with my knee? My knee's fine." Listen, I don't know, yo. Don't come to Milan with that knee.
It worked out perfectly.
Yes, because Chukwueze was a guy that everybody was talking about towards the end of the season. And Milan went out there and they made the deal happen. They even, sent Gabia the other way as like a dry loan, but still nice.
He's my most favorite signing. I'm excited for him because I feel like he had 13 goals, 11 assists last year. If he could produce something like that with him and Leao,
oh my God, we're gonna eat, bro.
Giroud could have 20 goals. He should be eating Giroud with all the service.
You know what? I think him and Okafor are going to have a great season. I honestly think, and if they can mesh well, I'll tell you that I have a point that I'm thinking in my mind that will tell me, I think, how far I can go with my predictions. And it's going to be week 4 because that's the test. That is the test.
Is that the derby?
That's the derby.
Okay, yeah.
And week 4 will tell you, is this the same old Milan? Yes, new faces, new names, but there's something still slightly off about us. We can't hit that 6th gear and take it to the next level. We're going to find out there because we have Lazio right before. Roma right before.
Yep.
And then them. And there's an international break in the middle. So they'll be coming back into a big game where they'll be the away team, but the team will be under the impression knowing that this is going to be the 5th time potentially we could lose to them this year, and that's a bad look.
Yeah,
so that's
listen,
just me.
I think that Inter has our playbook with the 4-2-3-1 formation. The way they play the 3-5-2. They smother the midfield. We can't do nothing, I feel like. So we might have to play 4-3-3. Hopefully they do their homework, whatever. And because even the game that we beat them last year, the first game of the year was 3-2, I think.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That was
a back and forth affair. They scored first, and
then they scored. Then I think
we
we
took
went
the
up
3, and then they scored 1,
3-2. Yeah.
So,
but it could have easily ended 3-3. You know what I mean?
It could have. I would take a tie that game. But the thing is that, those first 10 games are really important. I don't know, my boy G always says he thinks about 12 to 14 points, Pioli's gone. You know what I mean?
Well, this is a big year for Pioli. This is, and honestly, I already thought about it. I said, it wouldn't surprise me, depending on what happens this year, they sack him regardless after this year.
Oof. Not if he wins a championship. If
we win Scudetto, he's staying. He's staying.
Yes. Yeah. Well, let me ask you about the other part of the question. And for me, I don't want CDK to stay. I think that he's not going to get time to play.
Yeah.
We have enough other guys that he's just going to get lost on the bench and lose value. For us, if anybody offers 25 to 28, get rid of him.
If somebody offers 25, do it. I say sell. So I say sell because you know what I mean. At least guarantee that anything under 25 is going to be too much of a loss.
I agree. Even Romero can get time if they play as the cam, and he can also get time as the right wing. So again, all this depth. This is if these people can perform, man, they're gonna stick around. And he's only 18, 19, so he can stick around. And you saw how he scored a really decent goal, man. If he has an opportunity, Dybala, exactly, man. We need a nice, young, hungry Argentinian on our team. But let's pivot now to the second part. What are we doing with Adley? Is he staying? Is he going?
I like the guy, man, but
me too, man.
He's a mystery. You know, it's just if he's not going to get playing time, either loan him out again. I think loan him out. If it doesn't pay, I don't want anybody on this team who's just going to ride the bench for the year like we did. We had so many players.
Oh, we got a lot of those guys already.
No, but think about last year. We barely used Rebic. He sucked. He was broke.
Very true.
We didn't use Bakayoko for whatever because he's terrible too. Oddly, we didn't use CDK. We didn't use, and we were exhausted because we were using the same 11 for most of the season.
Yeah. And some of these guys were playing in the World Cup too.
Yeah, exactly.
Give them a break.
If they're going to be on this team, even as a bench player, they got to play. I want to see rotation. I want to see these guys fresh, because I feel like every year for the last 3-4 years, whatever it's been, these guys just get worn out. You know, in the middle of the season, we start off good. That middle of the season, we dip, and then we're playing catch up at the end. Or whatever, you know what I mean?
No, definitely. And the difference is that the year we won the championship, as soon as we had a little bit of struggle, a couple of calls didn't go our way. We had that turning point, which was beating Inter, and then we still kind of stumbled, but we didn't let the whole floor fall through.
We won like the last 6 in a row or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. But but there were those games, those 0-0s out of nowhere where we didn't lose. We were still able to scrounge up a point, and in the end, that helped. And of course, Inter's goalkeeper falling to pieces, and Inter technically doesn't even have a goalkeeper right now. So that's looking great for us.
Yeah, listen, Inter, they lost Brozovic.
Yeah,
they lost the Onana. They lost
Greenyard left. Yeah,
Greenyard, but he wasn't really gone playing. So, you know, they're doing some changes too. But Brozovic is a big loss for them. I don't care what they say. You know, so
for sure. And he went to Saudi Arabia, right?
Yep.
With Ronaldo, unbelievable.
Yep.
Well, they announced the starting 11. Let me take this down here. They actually announced it. Of course, like we mentioned, Mignon in net. We got Calabria, Chow, Tomori, Hernandez, and then Loftus-Cheek, Krunic, Reindiers or Reindeers, whatever. Pulisic, Giroud, and Leao, man. And this is the lineup that I've been waiting for, because I want to know if we can actually get Pulisic and Leao and Giroud working really well together, because we'll be able to kill games off when we need to take somebody out. Like if we take Chukwueze out, switch to a 4-3-3. If we've been playing like 4-2-3-1 the whole game, I just think we can do so much with this team right now.
I mean, and you know, again, like last year, we didn't have that impact player to come off the bench in a game to make a difference. I mean, this year, it could be Pulisic, it could be Chukwueze, it could be Okafor. You know what I mean? We haven't had this depth, like, I don't even know how long it's been. I feel like I'm feeling really good this year. I'm feeling good. I mean, I don't want to get too excited.
I'm very excited. You know me, I got to calm myself.
You know, again, the defense right now, just
true.
Make a change or two. You know what I mean? Because we can't win every game 3-2. You know,
I think depending on how we look tonight and then against Barcelona, I think they'll evaluate where they're at defensively. Again, the 2-0 to 3-2. It's preseason. It's Real Madrid. They switched most of their starters immediately the second half. That again, it's preseason. You can't harp too much on it, but it's not a good look for defensively to get eaten alive like that. So hopefully, with the Juve, which we probably would underestimate a little bit, thinking, oh, this team doesn't really have much. We'll see. I mean, but for me, I honestly just think it's a good litmus test to start from here. And hopefully by week 4, if we beat Inter and we've already beaten Roma, you might have to mute me on the New York City chat, because I'm going to be harping about we're on our way for the second star, baby. I think that's what's in our destiny this year, man. I really do.
Listen, we got to get it before Inter does. That's for sure.
You're damn right. I will 100%. Dan asked this question. Danny, he said, do you think if Jerry pushed Pioli to start one specific player, not based on coaching strategy? I don't think that's happening. I think there was a little report that I read somewhere online. You probably read it. I'm sure somebody had mentioned in the New York City chat that basically like Cardinale went and told Pioli at some point during that party or get together that they were having in Los Angeles, like, look, I'm really happy right now, but like what I really want is to win, you know?
Yeah, well,
and I was like, all right, good. You know, I haven't been a big fan of what Redbirds put out technically, but the sale of Tonali rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, but we've seen that the team has an idea, and we just got to hope that they mesh well, man. Hopefully we actually get to see some winning.
I already got my wish. My wish was, I said, we need to spend at least 100 million on the market, refresh the team. We've spent 100 million, and we're going to sell some guys and get another guy or two or whatever. You know, nothing major. I think maybe Musa, if we do, that's going to be the last big splash. But if we could dump off all this dead weight and, you know, rack up, you know, 20, 25 million from all that, you know, it's a win, man. You know what I mean? Really, it's a really good summer market. Like, and they've got players that we needed. You know, I mean, yeah. We have not, you know, I think they filled in all the holes pretty much. You know, instead of last season or the season before, we'd sign a player here, but we didn't sign the right winger. We didn't sign another, you know, defender or whatever it is. You know what I mean? Especially the right wing and a striker. We didn't even, you know, this time we covered everything, which is amazing. So, you know, selling Tonali is definitely tough. You know, we all thought he was going to be here for the next 10, 15 years. So it was a shock. But looking at it now, it was the right move. It was the right move, you know.
Yeah, absolutely right. Absolutely right, brother. Andrew was mentioning this point. He said the sale of Tonali reminds him of the Liverpool turning point of selling Coutinho. Yeah, that's 100%, man. You sell one player, you're able to reinvest in, and Liverpool were able to use that model and build success for them.
Listen, you want to talk about Serie A success? Juve in the 90s, they sold Zidane, and they got Cannavaro, Nedved, Buffon. They got all these guys from Parma. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, so it's the same thing. You know, and Tonali's nowhere near Zidane. So, but. Yeah, it's just tough because, you know, whatever, you know, he's a Milanista from childhood. He was Italian. We all went out to dinner with him. We were breaking bread with him, you know. I sat right next to the guy, you know. It was, you know, and now he's gone. But that's how it goes, man. So, I mean, look, in this day and age, there's no loyalty no more, man, in sports, you know. Even with the, you know, we could talk, even the Yankees. I'm surprised that Judge took the money and stayed, he stayed, you know what I mean? So like that, you know. But listen, at the end of the day, we made the right moves this summer. I just can't wait for the season to start, honestly.
Look at this. I just have to look at this comment. You know, a new management that doesn't really care about winning Scudettos. Guys, I can't. No. I don't want to believe that anybody goes out in a venture and is okay with not trying to achieve some level of success. You know what I mean?
I mean, I think that they're already proven that they're trying to succeed. I mean,
exactly.
What they've done in this market. So another thing is Cardinale, whatever, Redbird, they took over last year when the season was already started. Right? It was like the first month or so, like September.
It was like the end of August. They were still able to
I think
I think you're right. It was like the first week of September.
I think the season already started. We were a couple games in, and then they officially took over. So they didn't do nothing in January. They just let the season ride out, and they wanted to see how it went. And now that this is their first, they look at this as year one. Really, this is their first year. So, is this the way they're going to do business going forward every summer? Are we expecting to sell somebody big next year?
My man, Christian Pulisic is not from five and below. No way, man. Again, this is sometimes you have to find players that, again, you know, Theo Hernandez. Do you love Theo Hernandez?
Oh, he's my favorite player. He's my
exactly.
Favorite player.
So he wasn't starting at Real Madrid.
No.
Chelsea is a big club. Don't let this idiotic of a season fool you. They spent $400 million and they still didn't make the top 10.
11th place. Yeah.
11th place. Exactly. So there are guys on that team who didn't get a chance because they changed coaches, 2 or 3 times this season?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Nobody. I mean, how could you blame Pulisic when the whole team played bad? And he, you know what I mean? So,
and he didn't even get much chance of playing that, And then even
he,
when he did play well, he hurt himself. So
listen, if he stays healthy, he's going to have a good year. I think he'll have a really good year.
Exactly.
He looks confident so far. In the 2 little preseason games.
Franco. And look, hey, this is a great point by Andrew. In the words of Vinny, you don't spend 1.3 billion to lose money. You're damn right. Yeah. I just, guys, look, I don't know how many people look at it, Frankie, as you and me, we're on this part of the water. All right. A lot of people don't like the idea of an American owner. They don't. And even for a minute there, I wasn't sure about what type of American ownership we have. Obviously, as you mentioned, we have ties to the Yankees. There are certain aspects I do like about Redbird. I didn't like necessarily how things went on, but there was probably, I think, the conversation which said, why did you not look into the idea that they wanted 60 or 70 million for Mignon, and you immediately said no? And Maldini probably said, well, no, I don't want to sell players. We need to just invest more money and keep the best players that we have.
Yeah.
And I think that's where it fundamentally was different.
I mean, look, to stay competitive in this modern, era, like to compete with the EPL and everybody, we have to sell a player or two. Everybody has to sell a player and make profit. As long as they reinvest it now, which they did. Okay.
Yeah, they did.
We got 4 players for Tonali. At least, 4 players basically. So that's the only way until we get a new stadium, until TV revenue gets better in Italy, Serie A. How else are we going to compete?
Yeah, we have to sell. And they sold somebody, which he might have been number 1 on your dinner party list. All right. But he wasn't number 1 on our overall value of players. And I think that Tonali was somewhere in the 5th, 6th, maybe even 7th mark, depending if Benacer is 100% healthy and whether you value Giroud higher than him at the moment. But still, 60, 70 million, whatever it was after, all the numbers for your 5th or 6th best player.
Yeah, and he had a down year.
Exactly. Which out of the 3 years, he had one really exceptional year. But for me, I love Tonali. I own his jersey.
Me too.
You got to meet the guy. You have his jersey too. We're all going to lament this one for a few years. It's okay. But they're taking the money and spending it in what we believe is the correct fashion. Yeah,
listen, I think what's his name? Chukwueze. I think that was a steal of a price. You know what I mean? For him.
Last year, the deal, they were trying to ransack us, those bastards.
Yeah. Well, I mean, 20 million plus 8 or whatever.
Yeah.
He's got 1 year left on his contract, so that was good. That helps. But like I said, if he can produce double-digit goals and assists, I mean, I know that maybe that's a lot to ask for. I don't know, but that's what he did in Spain.
Yeah, why not? I mean, listen, as long as he gets to double-digit goals and assists, that's all I think anybody will be really harping on, because you have a guy on the other side who is easily going to make it. Leao is probably in the 20s at this point. I think Leao's going to have a crazy good year this year.
Well, he shouldn't be double teamed as much this year. You know what I mean? Because they knew if you shut down Leao, who's going to score the goals on this team? Now we have options, so it's nice.
So who do you think tonight, out of the starting lineup, who would you say is going to find the net? Or maybe who's your MVP for the night, if you guessed?
Hate to say it. I mean, not hate to say it, but I think Giroud's going to score tonight.
All right. Yeah. Well, I mean, if he's getting, I want the same, but it's got to be from the right side, my man. All right.
I mean, I want. Yeah, I don't care who scores. I just want to see nice play.
Yes.
And these guys building chemistry together, and figuring out a style and getting comfortable with each other. doesn't matter who scores. As long as we score, we win. You know, it is Juve, so we want to beat them.
Yeah.
But,
Runs to FanDuel. Franco's putting it on the line. All right, Franco. See?
Frankie. Oh yeah, we have a little degenerate gambling chat. There's a few of us in there.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Guys, I just put the chat in there. If anybody wants to hop on and join the last what do we got? We got about little less than an hour before game time. So if you want to join me and Frankie here, hop on. Frankie, right? So I'm a little bummed because you and me were over here in New York. But Milan, they decided.
I'm in Jersey.
You're in Jersey. You're in Jersey. That I know. But, we meet in Manhattan, baby.
Okay. Yeah.
So, a little upset that they didn't even try to venture out here, at least for one game. Little bummed.
Listen, yeah. I mean, maybe they have some kind of rotation or whatever. I mean, the last time they came on the East Coast, they went to Boston. We went to that. And I actually, me, Remo, and another guy, we went up for the weekend. We drove up.
Nice.
The other guys, they took a bus. They rented a bus and everybody, and they took the bus up for the day. But me, Remo, and this guy Anthony from Canada, I don't know if you know him, Lopopolo.
Oh, yes.
Okay, yeah, we got an Airbnb. We hung out there for the weekend. And we met the team. Back then, it was...
I know some of the guys you met. I bet.
Yeah. It was great. You know what I mean? But we have MetLife here. We got Red Bull Stadium.
Yeah.
Even Philly.
I thought Yankee Stadium, they'd put a game there.
I think they will eventually. I think they will. They have to. Jerry's going to have to put something together.
I hope so, man.
I mean, that would be awesome. That would be cool.
I hope so. I know that we're going to have another stadium by Citi Field soon, and that's technically NYCFC. So it'll be another option. Yeah. Who knows how many damn stadiums there'll be over here, and hopefully we get a Milan game in one of them. But you thinking about going to Milan anytime this year?
Listen, some of the guys give me a hard time for not going last year, but if I could do it, I will. Yes, I would love to.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm trying. Me and Gio are thinking about maybe we go with the
Have you ever been?
Together. Yeah. I went for my honeymoon. Gio's never been, so I went Gianpaolo's Milan.
So I
2019.
went. I don't even know. 2016, I think 17. Oof. I don't even remember.
Right.
Yeah, it was bad years.
Bad years. Years.
At
least you avoided that Sassuolo game.
I actually went to Milan Napoli. We lost 2-1.
Oh, wow. All right. Oh, you're getting married. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Very nice. Congrats.
Yes, next June, man.
Next June. All right. So you can't be spending money recklessly to go to Milan. I got you. Hopefully you'll be celebrating with a Scudetto shirt after you get married.
I hope so.
That'd be awesome. But man, I mean, any other feelings? How you feeling with this Juve? You have any Juve family members that is like, here we go tonight?
No. I mean, my uncle, he goes to an Italian club that's like Juventino, but he don't give a shit, But other than that, no. I just don't want nobody to get hurt.
Absolutely.
And just make sure that they just getting their legs ready for the season, man.
Hell yeah, man. That's all I hope to. I want to see good play, nobody get hurt. Yeah, basically everything you said for sure.
I can't really get it. I get excited for it, but not like.
I know it's not a real game, so you gotta temper your excitement. And
it pisses me off because they're in the West Coast. Like, what the hell are they doing?
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping to see. I told Gio he was supposed to meet Barese today and Masada, so I said I want to see some pictures, motherfucker. I haven't checked my phone. I gotta look. I see a picture. Oh, of course. Look at the picture he sent me. That's not Barese, my man. All right. Where is he? Oh, I love it. Gio, hopefully he's having a good time, man. Hopefully Milan pull out a nice victory.
I mean, it's nice for them, you know what I mean? Like they, the West Coast, Cali and all them, they got to watch games real early in the morning or whatever.
Absolutely.
Different times, Our 2:45 games are perfect for, I like that 2:45.
The Derby game, I'm going to be in Arizona, and that game is at like 9 a.m. in the morning. I'm like, damn, man, we can't go to the bar or nothing. But listen, man, I hope it's a good game. That's all. I just hope nobody gets hurt. and we win. I want to win. I don't like even non-competitive games. I want to win them all. Fuck it.
Yeah, no, me too. I mean, and again, like you said, hopefully they take these friendly games and they tweak what needs to be fixed.
Yeah.
So whether it's the defense or the midfield, whatever, you know. But again, like I said, we got to find a defender or two before the.
Definitely. We do. I think we're going to see that probably towards some point towards the end of August when they start identifying. Here's a question, Frankie. Imagine this scenario. Milan's in the Champions League final. It's the same day of your wedding. You got the game on the corner.
I'm be getting divorced the first day.
We're gonna have to schedule it around 2:45. We need a break till 5.
The church is at 2.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna be like, Father, hurry up.
Yeah.
I do. Let's get to it. Oh man.
Well, I was thinking, because this year's Champions League game was like June 10th or something.
Yeah.
Something.
Oh well, yeah, because it was a little later because of the World Cup.
Right. So I was stressed. I'm like, oh my god, I'm getting married June 16th. I hope nothing.
No way. No way. I think you should be good.
Yeah.
I think you should be good. Oh man, Frankie, good to see you, brother. Thank you for joining me, man. I can't wait. Honestly, June 1st, he said, don't worry. Franco's on it, bro. Franco knows all.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Frank, it's good to see you, man. I can't wait to see you at the bar. Unfortunately, it's not going to be until like the end of September for me, but because this stupid schedule, Monday, Friday, these fucking assholes.
Yeah. No, I know. It's been, listen, everything changed for me after COVID, with my businesses and stuff. So,
yeah.
But, I hope to make it to more games this year than I did the last year or so.
Well, no, definitely, man. That's everybody. That's what everybody should be doing. Everybody watching out there. Me and Frankie are very lucky because we get to go to an awesome club, but there might be a club near you guys. So reach out to people, no matter what city you're living in. If you're one of these people that are constantly watching Milan at home by yourself, you don't have to be. You can go to the bar and feel the experience. It's the second best thing to being to the stadium yourself. So
it's a brotherhood. You know what I mean? It's a brotherhood.
Absolutely. So. Absolutely, man. And it's been fantastic. I told Franco when I first went to the bar, I was like, I'm so pissed. I've been sitting home for years by myself.
Yeah,
when I couldn't be coming to the bar. I didn't even know there was one I was like, is there any in Long Island? And Frank was like, where the fuck do you live, man? Why you come to Manhattan? It's not that far. Like, son of a bitch, he lives in the next town over.
Yeah, listen, it's worth it. It takes me 45 minutes, an hour almost between the trains and everything, but it's worth it.
Hell yeah. Even that's why I love those Sunday 12 o'clock games, because I could drive, find parking, and just walk up. It's the best. It's the best.
You drive in? You drive over?
Sometimes. Usually on Sundays, if I know I can get there. I just don't like relying on the LIRR. It's not for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I drive to Secaucus and then Secaucus to Penn.
You told me it's pretty quick for you from there, right?
It's the best way.
Definitely. But that's the point, man. Me and Frankie are lucky we get to go to an awesome bar, hang out with awesome people who care about the club. So you should do the same thing. And since you're here watching, do us a solid. Please subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already, smash the like button, hit the notification bell so you stay up to date with all of our videos. Make sure you follow us on all of our socials. And of course, if you want to be a part of the conversation, we got conversation 24/7. Frankie and me are in multiple chats here, but you can be in the Patreon chat where there are guys at all times, all through the day, because everybody's in a different goddamn time zone. We even have this in New York Club. There's guys in different time zones in that chats too. So people are always talking all day, and you get to support the channel. We give you a chance to hop on to our Patreon stuff. But yeah, Frankie, man, thanks so much for jumping on, bro. Good to see you. Another one of my New York brothers in here.
That's right. So what, real quick question for you. What's your expectations for this year? What are you expecting?
I want Scudetto. I think that should be priority. Champions League wise, I think we might have a tough road, being that we're in the third pot. The 1 and 2s are pretty hard.
Yeah.
So if we can get through the group stage, get through at least maybe one of the knockout stages. I don't want to go super far in Champions League that it could jeopardize the Scudetto, but obviously I don't give a shit. I want every game we play. I want to go undefeated. You know what I mean? I want this to be the perfect season if it was up to me. But, God forbid we win a Coppa Italia every once in a while. That'd be nice.
That would be nice. It's been 20 years, 21 years or whatever.
And you saw the bracket. The bracket is really, out of the tougher teams, it's only we would face Inter possibly in the semifinal. And then, come on.
Yeah, I mean, last year we got knocked out by who, like Torino or something.
Yeah,
so
it was Torino,
It would be nice to try to win that, obviously, but it depends, how we do in Champions League.
Yeah.
I think the goal, would be to get out of the group stage and then, maybe round the 16 quarterfinals, see who we play. And let's go for the second star.
Hell yeah,
I want the second star.
I want another Scudetto patch on our shirt next year. That's what I want.
I feel like, this team is fresh. It's motivated. A lot of new blood. We have a nice core already, with Giroud, Theo, Mignon.
Leao.
Leao, all these guys. And we just, that's the difference between this summer market and the one from, 2017 with when we spent 200 million. We got all those guys.
Yeah.
We were terrible. So we were just buying players for whatever. Now we're buying players for positions and that we need.
Absolutely,
to fill in. So
there he is. Gio has met him. He sees him. I'm on his Instagram. He's got other pictures floating around, probably in the Patreon chat. See, if you're in the Patreon chat, you're getting up-to-date stuff with Gio, man. You got to be in there. If you want to be a part of the Patreon, the link is in the description. I'm excited, man. I missed last year's Scudetto celebration. I wasn't there, and it broke my heart. So please, Milan, give me a chance at redemption this year, because there will be no plans in May to June 1st. Not one.
Top three memory. Definitely top three memory. I mean, that was amazing.
Yeah, no, definitely. Man.
I mean, it was at least 500, 1,000 people. I don't even know how many people. It was like sardines. We were on the top floor. We were in the
the top part. Yeah.
So
I saw Franco with the championship trophy on the freaking on the steps. Everybody going crazy. I mean,
we popped champagne at the end.
Oh my god,
it was good. It was good, man. It was.
You know what the part that really like when I see, I'm like, fuck, I really wish I was there. when you guys took the picture in Times Square with the fucking banner. I was like, that is so quintessentially fucking awesome. Yeah. I'm so mad. So bad. Over 600 people, Franco's saying.
Yeah, it was like 600, we're all walking down the street doing chants. People are looking at us like, what the hell are these people doing?
Taking over. And imagine if we do it with Pulisic, the Americans, we'll have possibly over 1,000 at the bar. I mean, we'll be breaking codes. They'll be getting in trouble with all the Milan fans.
I have a few buddies. They don't follow Serie A at all. They like, EPL, whatever, Chelsea, but they like America. And they said they're going to start watching games because of him. You know what I mean? So I don't know if Paramount Plus and Serie A are in cahoots, it looks like, because, Inter's got the sponsorship now. They're bringing over all these Americans to Serie A. They're really trying to, I don't know if they're trying to pump up their viewership.
Hey, that's smart, man. That's smart.
So they
better give more content. Hell yeah.
They better give more money, Paramount Plus, to Serie A then,
Yeah, that would be nice, right? when they re-up that contract, baby.
Yeah.
Definitely. Well, hey, Frankie, it's a pleasure, bro. Good to see you.
Yeah, man. I'm going to head out
tonight. Yeah.
I'm going to head out. I'm going to start watching this, get ready for this.
What are you drinking? What's on your menu?
Nothing. Water.
Bicchiere di acqua. All right. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Frankie, thank you so much for joining me, bro. And we'll talk soon.
Yep.
Peace out, everybody. Milan tonight. Forza Milan.
Let's go, baby.